it's driving me nuts. I'm like, come on, just work. I'm sure there's a way to make it so that it just pops on when I pop on, but I haven't figured it out yet, so that's annoying. But good morning, good morrow. How are you guys today? I am wonderful. I have some Moldavite sitting here. I touched it and my ear went. So, oh, I got a message back. I got a message back. You know, whose phone goes off like this? Did you guys' phone go off like, ooh, craziness? It just goes and goes and goes and goes. And I have to mute it. And it's exciting to be busy, right? But we don't always need to be that busy. Like, good morning, Mary. We don't need somebody tugging on us all the time. Absolutely. So, off we go. What are we going to talk about today? We try to do a little chat about something that we find relevant before we start doing readings, because readings are great, right? We all want to find out what's going on and blah, blah, blah. But I think it's more important to learn something each time that we come together. And it's an amazing way to start the morning. And it gives us I know what I'll do. I have bookwork to do. Bookwork to do. Work, 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 work. Anybody know where that's from? Work, 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 work. Good morning, Cherry Blossom. It's a movie line. It's not a very long movie line, but boy, if you know it, you know it. Sarah Cunningham, good morning. Good morning. Susie, good morning. What are we going to talk about? Let's talk about something. I'm looking for the cards that I'm looking for. I don't see them. Well, that's okay. I am wonderful. I'm wonderful. I've had a big change in life, like not just menopause. It's more than that. Although one thing probably brought on the next. I don't know. They're like, too much information, Lisa. If this is your first time here, buckle up, Buttercup. Thank you. Thank you. It's my you can't mess it up hairstyle. This is because I don't like doing my hair. This is why it's like this. I just don't. I told my hairdresser, I'm lazy. If you don't do something with it that's easy, I ain't getting done. I'll look like a boy running around. That's okay, too. I have those days. Good morning, Silly Rabbit. Good morning, my BFF. There's Shannon Sargent. She is my BFF. We've been friends since we were like 8. It's been like 8 years old, Shannon, something like that. It's been a while. Just yesterday. Okay. So today let's see what we want to talk about. I don't know. I'm working on it. Hi, Silly Rabbit. Corey Johnston, how are you? I miss you too, Corey. Everything has changed, right? We have change, and it's all good. It's all good. I'll probably actually be online more now than I was when we had the membership, because it is easier. Good morning, my sister, my actual sister. It's easier for me to have free time to be able to do this and all that. Elizabeth Caputa, good morning. I know it's not 10 o'clock. It's a little earlier. I have a chiropractor appointment, which is incredibly important, right? It's incredibly important. So what do you guys want to talk about? Throw a word out today. What is a concern that you have? Like, everything is as it should be. Absolutely, Corey. Everything is as it should be. What do we want to talk about? I just feel like there's something that we need to be discussing today. And I don't know what it is. And that's okay. Oh my God, what a horrible psychic. Samantha Duncan, good morning. So I went out in the barn. I'm missing a duck. I'm missing a duck. And I don't know where she's probably sitting on a nest somewhere. And I'm walking around the pond this morning going, we just released some ducks into the wild. Why am I missing like the female duck? The only female duck we kept, but I can't find her. It's very annoying. Alignment. You know what? That's so interesting because that's kind of what the card I pulled. Like alignment, alignment with where we are right now, alignment with purpose, alignment with what we have. And here's the good thing about feeling out of alignment. Aligning with love. Look at you guys are. It's if we feel something's wrong, we don't feel right. We don't feel like something is working at this time. Guess what we have the free will to do? Kelly Mills, good morning. We have the free will to change it. I'm just going to go from there. This is where we're going to go with this. If we're not aligned with something, if something isn't, and we know, right? We're energetic beings. We are electrical beings. When our auric field, because that's what our field is, right? It's a field of electricity that resides around us. And if you put your arms out like this and you have them stretched out as far as you can, your auric field is very strong in that area, right? That's why we say don't get in our bubble. Don't get in our bubble. That's our bubble. Because when somebody steps in it and you feel squinchy, it's because their energy doesn't align with your energy or something's wrong and you need to switch some things around and change it, right? So when we have this we feel misaligned, unaligned, that is going to feel weird, right? Good morning, Amy Bedard. Good morning. That'll feel wonky. And as we walk through life throughout the course of the day, and it's probably not what you guys were looking for, right? But as we walk through the course of the life of our day, when our energetic field bumps against somebody else's energetic field and we're unaligned, what do we think we're doing with other people? We're creating static in other people's energy too, and they're doing the same thing to us. So as we walk through this life, it's important to find the things that work for us. If they don't work for you, don't freaking do it. What is the definition of insanity? Right? But when we are in alignment, when our chakras are all humming and doing the thing that they're supposed to be doing, all turning at their own speed, and we have shaken loose the things that don't work for us, and we've broken up any kind of blockages or issues that we might have going on in our energetic field, in our heart, in our thought processes, then we start to create the same around us. So when our energetic field bumps up against somebody else's energetic field, this is very much like being an empath, right? Shut up. This is how we spread energy, you guys. It's not just like this magic thing that, and I want to say, it's woo woo and it's all wonderful and great and everything, but it's also very scientifically based. And that's cool because science is always to do what? They're always trying to do what? Catch up with us. They're always trying to catch up with us. Good morning, Renee. Retirement looks good on me. You know what? I don't actually look at it. I relieve some stress off of myself. And in one form, and I picked up a little bit on the other just because I can't get my new webpage up yet. But that's okay, and it'll work out. And I am a little freer to do some different things throughout the course of the day. So it gives me some time. Right. So, and a lot of people don't want to hear about the science that goes with the metaphysical because we want to live in a magical world. We do. And really, it is quite magical because as we walk through shit in life, we have the ability to create new pathways for ourselves. And we do it through energy, which of course then is attached to science and science measurable, blah, blah, blah. So, but aligning with love, once we do that, I like that. Aligning with love, Corey. Once we do that, once we find, and not just love of stuff or love of others, What is the most important love that we can have, you guys? And thank you, Renee. What's the most important love we can have? Oh, you didn't know there was a question and answer session this morning, did you? Right. It's for ourselves. It's for ourselves. When we appreciate ourselves and realize how special we are, love of oneself, right, Liz? Unconditional love for ourselves. Who can say, who can say that they do that? Good morning, Billy Ann. Thank you, Renee. It has been, it's been a long time decision. Yeah, it really has. Who can say they actually unconditionally love who they are without the intrusive, so and so doesn't think I'm worthy? It's actually kind of difficult because we have a lot to let go of. Yes, we're always working on the balance. We have a lot to let go of. Here is how we can walk through a day. We can wake up in the morning and the sun is shining and it's beautiful outside, and we step outside and it's glorious and we're like, oh, and then the mailman walks in and goes, oh my God, I can't believe you're wearing that outside. And you walk in the house and you feel like shit, right? Good feeling gone. And that is something we carry with ourselves. So we're always doing what we would consider shadow work or soul retrieval or something along those lines to bring our energy back up so we can have that. So we feel that. What did you miss? I'm just rambling on. You didn't miss nothing. I'm just rambling. Okay, but we are going to. It's a minute. I love that. Susie says, hold on, I'll put it up here. Susie says, it is a minute by minute process and it is not easy. Absolutely right. And why is it not easy? Because we came here to learn. We didn't come here to stroll through. We came here to learn. And sometimes lessons are difficult. And boy, did we pick a hard college to go to. So, but I love it. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't. There's not a lot about my life I would change. Matter of fact, I don't think I'd change anything about my life. Because that butterfly effect, right? It was, Renee. It sucked. It sucked a lot. That butterfly effect would affect way too many things to change anything. So, wouldn't change a thing. Best time to be alive. There's so much going on. We are in so much history right now. Although I guess that can be said about any time you're alive, right? Good morning, Beth Fry. Anytime you're alive, it's part of history. Okay. Let us see. The divine feminine. I don't know. Let's try this one. You need espresso? I need espresso too. I'm on a little early today just because I have to go to town and do some things. It is my day off today. I've had quite a few days off recently, and I'm trying to get stuff done. But spring is so beautiful, but it's just been really tedious this year. Divine feminine problems. Let's talk about divine feminine problems. What kind of problems do we have? I have the ability with this particular, I don't know how to do it. Oh, I can invite a guest. I can invite people on here. Do you guys know that? With this platform, and I know you can do it on a lot of platforms. Okay, all right, enough, Renee. That's enough. Stop. I want to go. Normally, I'm out like I can't wait for the flowers to come in. I want to go to Lowe's and buy some flowers. I'm like looking at my yard this year, going, I'm thinking I'm going to plant some like shrubs. I'm feeling anti-flower this year. I don't know why. Okay. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Gonna get a whoop whoop in the room. Let's see who is here. The whoop whoop lets me see who is in the room at the time. I need 3 Rostetta. What's a Rostetta? I don't know what a Rostetta is. Good morning, Joan Reed. If you are on the feed this morning, if you could just click your share button, wonderful. If you share to a group, wonderful. Invite a friend, yay, right? Oh, heck. This is a big, good morning, Emily. This is a big deck of cards. It's the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. I have like 60 decks of cards sitting here. So I don't go through them a lot. I know, here's me. What is a Rostetta shot? Is it like a shot or is it like a shot? Because there's a big difference. Suzanne Carver, good morning. Okay, let us go with Billy Ann Brock. Gosh, these are beautiful cards. Ooh, it's time. Are you feeling aligned, Billy Ann? Are you feeling aligned? We all want to know what Rostetta shots are. Good morning, April Lynn. Billy Ann, are you feeling aligned at the moment? I feel like you're it's espresso, less water, so like tar. That'll get you going. That'll get your heart rate up. Billy Ann, this is the first card I have for you, and this is the 5 of Fire. And this feels like contemplative. Like, what can I add? What can I subtract? What can I just don't feel like I'm just, it feels as if I want to, I'm sorry, I was laughing at Liz. It feels like I want to go forward, but I'm not doing it. I'm not want to go forward and I'm not doing it. So it just feels like you have the thought to do it, but I'm not sure that everything is quite clicked, if that makes sense. And there's something that you need. Oh, gosh, how beautiful. There's something out there that you're maybe contemplating, thinking about. And I see the yellow brick road, and I know people get tired of hearing about the yellow brick road, but it's part of my woo-woo. And they're like, you know what? It's okay. Everything clears up. Because as I'm looking at it, I see like the road less traveled and then the easy route. And they're like, it'll open up. Even the road less traveled opens up and creates new pathways and new opportunities, by the way. Oh. And it has to do with aligning with somebody. It has to do with aligning with somebody. So I feel like if there's a partnership. And are you grounding enough? Are you grounding enough? I feel like you're needing to create this, and I know that's probably not what the card means, but they're like, you need to create some alignment. We were talking about alignment, right? Straight heart shot, flavor burst, and heart push. To quote Ghost Soap, an eye-opening experience, I bet. So, Billy Ann, I feel like you need to create some alignment with you. Good morning, Robin Ball. Some alignment with yourself. I'm working on being aligned every day. I have been working on so many things, but need to narrow it down to one thing. I'm looking for that. Yeah. Meditate a little bit. At least find some quiet. Don't do it, Lisa, and jump out of bed and just run. Find some quiet for yourself and just, you're going to feel it here. And when it's right, you'll know. Yeah. Yeah. You need to narrow some things down, I think. I think you're like all over the place. Don't be a Lisa. True story. Okay. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Donna Marie, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I would like to point out this is 2 days in a row I've been online. What? How is it even possible? Let's go with Cherry Blossom. Cherry Blossom. It's so funny. I have a guide that works in song lyrics and looking for partnership. Okay. I have somebody that works in song lyrics, and he wants to talk about, and this is actually, this guide wants to talk about, right? Prince. This guy wants to talk about going back to some basics. And I know this is going to sound really weird. And how do I get going back to basics from this? Good morning, Sonia. I have no idea. But this is what they're telling me. There's like, it's time to go back to the basics, start shaking up yourself, start shaking up your energetic field, start to bring in some new things. And by shaking things up, and I'll tell you how I got that in a minute, you're going to be dropping a facade of who you are to other people and really moving into who you are. Most of us live according to who people think we are. On the outside, we have to be polite, we have to be this, we have to be that, we have to be the perfect little girl, we have to be this, all those things. So we live according to society and who they think we are. But I really think that you should be moving into this living out loud, being yourself, and being a little. Okay, first of all, I want to say I think you already got a mouth on you. I think you already are pretty outspoken, but they're like, and it's not being nasty to anybody. It is saying some things in life that you might not have felt comfortable saying. Good morning, Shelley. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. 6:30. Where are you at? You're in Pacific? Or are you in Mountain? So, but the way that I get they're talking. I got Twist and Shout. Wait, no, it's not Twist and Shout. Come on, baby, let's do the twist. Oh, baby, let's do the twist. It's for Cherry Blossom. So it's time to start living that way. Doing the little things that are just a little bit crazy. I can guarantee you, if you went on a dance floor in today's dance at a club today and started doing the twist, they're going to look at you funny. Good morning, Heather Johns. They're going to look at you funny. They just are. But it's being yourself, doing the things you want to do, right? That's what they want you to do. And I'm supposed to pull your card too. I'm going to hear that all day today. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. Renee Shellum yesterday, she started a, Brittany Love, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Renee Shellum sent me you feel that dancing now, right? Let's do the twist. She sent me a message, and she was trying to get a song stuck in my head. So we had a meme war back and forth of obnoxious songs to get stuck in. I won with Who Let the Dogs Out. I notice people receive your crazy better if you own it. Absolutely. Absolutely. They still do. Less stress, Billy Ann. Less stress. I still look 25. God, I love you. The listening seamstress. I like your name. That's awesome. Okay. Thank you. Still have the coffee. Yeah. Well, it's about the time I get going in the morning. This is what I need. Oh, and I'm supposed to pull Cherry. I know it just happened. All is well. So Cherry Blossom, it's time to take the action, and own the crazy. Own the crazy. It's okay. It's okay. When you were teaching, you did the quick twist at the end of every class. The kids loved it. When I was a kid, the twist is way before my time, you guys. When I was a kid, I had a record player, and I had my mom's old records, and that was one of the ones I had was Chubby Checker. Let's do the twist. And it was one of my favorite. That and Purple People Litter. Mornings without coffee is bad for your environment. I get it. Oh, I'm supposed to, yeah. Okay, so onward. Moving on, I hope that's helpful. And if it doesn't make sense to you right now, Cherry Blossom, don't worry about it. It will. Okay, onward. If anybody tries to go to the My Mystical Life webpage, good luck. If you get there before I do, yay! Because it is down, and it is. I'm trying to get it transferred over to another site, and I think I'm having problems, but I'm not sure, so I'm being patient. Which, by the way, is very, very difficult for me. My poor husband. I am not very patient. I'd like it done right now kind of person. And it just, I'm struggling with, it's down. So Brittany, we closed the My Mystical Life membership and we've restructured. So we're still a great community of people, but it is just a different way of going about it. Now I actually have a private Facebook like subscription thing where you can go, and we'll be doing 2 gallery readings a month, and you get a 15% discount in the store, in the Mystical Moon store online. But the webpage isn't up, but you can go to Facebook and find it. But, I'm not really pushing it too much right now. I'm just kind of enjoying my time down. So, but I do know that there are people that were in the membership and enjoyed the discount on the online crystal sales, and to be able to go online and shop. So there is a discount available. It's 15%. But if you go to my Facebook page at My Mystical Life on Facebook, you can subscribe there, and that is where you can get the discount. And it's 15% off anytime you go in, unless we're having a clearance sale, which is usually 40% off. We can't double down on them, but yeah. That is there. I just haven't been talking about it a lot. Okay. It's going nuts. All right. Can I have a whoop whoop? And if everybody could share, just click your share button on. It doesn't have to go to a group, but a group is wonderful. I know we didn't want to totally take away the discount for people. That's the thing. We didn't totally want to take the discount away. And for those that weren't at the silver level, you're actually getting a better discount at a lower price. I had to fight for that one. I didn't have to fight, but yes, your discount has paid for your membership over and over, Heather. It has, and you have some really great pieces. Let's go with Joan Reed. Joan, I don't know. My guides are good at a couple really, really things. I said it because I read. Yes, Renee, you don't have to have the link to go join the subscription on Facebook. You can go straight to my Facebook page and subscribe, but there is a link that I can give you to subscribe on your computer. If you subscribe from your computer, there's no fees for me on the back end. When you subscribe from your phone, there's fees for me on the back end. So that's the only difference. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Diana. Joan Reed. Joan Reed. So my guides are really, really great at a couple different things. And they're great at a bunch of different things. But at the top of the list, earthquakes, natural disasters, trip and falls, and sinus infections. Don't ask me why. There's an earthquake coming. We'll go back to that. We'll go back to that. Hold on. Remind me of that. There's an earthquake coming. Wow. It's okay, Liz. It's fine. It's fine. Really. So they're on that now. But Joan Reed, it's distracted now. Joan Reed, I do want to talk about. Make sure you're taking care of your sinuses. Okay, make sure. Thank goodness it's like not the trip and fall or anything, but they're like take care of if you have a sinus infection, maybe allergies coming up. Be ahead of that this year. Okay, like be ahead of all of it. If you start to feel like allergies are kicking up, or maybe you have a sinus infection or something like that, there is something going on, right, Diana? Yeah, there's something going on. I feel the earth is shaking. Ooh, gosh, stop. All right. My guides are on it. So make sure you take care of that. And they just want you to know there's no sense in, good morning, Marisol. There's no sense in, good morning, divine timing, not feeling well in a beautiful spring morning, right? So as everything falls out. And they also want to talk about doing things at the right time. So if something feels, and we talked about alignment earlier, so if something feels as if it is not rolling the way it should be for you right now, or if something feels as if it's wonky. No, we don't have the big dog, Brittany. Nope. He got a bone infection. We just have Buford. Buford's 15. I gotta continue here. But Buford's 15, and he is mostly blind, mostly deaf. Yeah, he's our boy. So Joan, if it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Simple. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. They're like, there's so many things going on right now, astrologically, energetically. Sandy Schwank, how the hell are you? Joan, she's like, wow, squirrel. Just don't do things that don't feel right, and you have plenty of time to make the things that you need to do happen. So don't feel the time crunch. Here's the big one. Don't let anybody push you. Don't let anybody push you to do the things that may not feel quite right. It's all right. You have plenty of time. And what their time frame is may not be yours, right? Well, I'm supposed to end that with a tarot card. What their time frame may be is not yours. Good morning, Alyssa. Good morning. Oh, this one right here. This is so true. Listen to your inner voice when making choices, not everybody else's. And this may not make sense to you right now, and that's okay. It will make sense eventually, right? You're fine, Renee. It's fine. It's all good. I am not worried about it. If you, however, whatever, it's all fine. You notice I didn't share a link or anything. It's just not worried. I refuse to worry about things right now. Liz says, I found your shirt at Target. Crazy Dog has one that says, I'm distracted and points to a squirrel. Right? Okay. Back to the earthquake. I am going to say, let's start pinpointing. I'm going to say Western Coast. And I'm going to go with like what Diana was pointing at. Like, I do see like a mountain range involved with it. And that's pretty, like, fault lines and stuff, right? Oh, and it comes down from deep. It's like a big rumble, I hear a big rumble, like California. I almost wonder if it's north of California. I feel like Alaskan mountain. It feels over and up. It feels over and up. Is there something over there rumbling, Diana? Yeah, I know. So that's why it's a difficult call, right, Donna? Because earthquakes all the time in California. When I call an earthquake, though, it generally is something to register. Like, oh, it wasn't just a, it was a, I'm not going to do that again. I get choky with it too. So it's going to push some stuff up. Oh, then maybe it is that volcano. I'm like, why would it get choky with an earthquake? But if it's a volcano erupting, Interesting. Interesting. Good to know. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Can I have a whoop whoop? Can I have a whoop whoop? Oh, I feel a churro reading coming. So we are. I've had some time off last week, kind of. So Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday. I had to drag one of our horses to the vet because he's being dramatic. He's actually not being dramatic. I was like so scared they were going to tell me we had to put him down, but he's a moron, and I love him. He's been with us for 20 years. The day he was born on our farm, and he hurt himself, and so he's taken up some activity of my life. He's super cute. And the mares are off being bred right now, so we have more babies next year. We have 2 babies next year instead of this year. We only had 1. And that's me monologuing as people. Whoop whoop. Let's see. Let's go with Samantha Thrush. Samantha Thrush. So oracle cards are all fun and dandy, and when they say pull out the tarot, well, good luck, everybody. That's when there's something coming up, right? They want you to know. Let's see. They are so beautiful. They're pain. Actually, this is the first time ever that Clem has hurt himself, and Clem, boy, did he do it. He did it. And he's actually kind of what we call 3-legged right now. He's only walking on 3 legs. But he is, the vet said, here, give him some painkillers, give him a couple months and let's see what happens. Which is better than what I thought was going to happen. So, Oh, the baby is so gorgeous, isn't he? The baby is gorgeous. He is stunning, like really stunning. I'm impressed with him. I am. Okay. Good morning. Let's see. Here we go. Where did we go? I saw. Who did I call? Look me. I know I called somebody. Samantha Thrush. There we are. So Samantha. Oh, what you got going on? Interesting. So they're talking about how difficult life can be. We're talking about how the things. Oh, I'm also supposed to tell you that even in hard times, there's beautiful things, right? Even in hard times, there's things to look up to or look forward to, things like that. But they're like, life is hard right now, but that moves on. We all have change. It's what we do. If everything was always happy and unicorn farts all the time, then we wouldn't appreciate the really great times, right? So just know that if you're going through something right now, it shall pass. It shall pass. And we are always on a learning journey. So you're supposed to be learning something right now. Pay attention to the things you have going on. You're supposed to be learning something right now. Okay? Even if it sucks. And make sure that you're doing things according to what you think is the right way to do things and not what other people think. Right? It should be, this is correct. Your way sucked. Good morning, Zaina. It should be, this is correct. And if your way suck, the other people's ways suck, don't do it. Don't do it. Just do what you know is right. What you know right. Because what's right for somebody else might not be right for you. Absolutely. And then make sure you're thinking everything through, right? Make sure you're really thoughtful. You have to be thoughtful about some of the big decisions that you have going on in life. The things that are going to take you out of the hard times, right? We can piggyback off other people's information, right, Susan Carver? We need to hear that. We need to hear sometimes that we're learning through the hard times. That's what we're doing. We're learning. I believe that, Renee. I do. Okay. And then when you know what you want to do, or how you want to make changes, or how to improve situations, or to create the change you want, make sure you do it, because those ideas are not just your ideas. They're ideas from spirit as well. They're like, let's work together to create something that we can build from. Let's work together to create improvement. And our guides are wonderful at that. That's what they're there for. And the last card for you is be open to it. Be open to the new ideas. Don't, no, I would like to point out, both divinely gifted, right? Be open to the new ideas, because that's the only way we change. Even if we're working on old ideas, we're still going to do the same things over and over again. So bring in the new ideas, allow the change to happen, and just smile through the hard times, girl. Smile and wave. It's a shit show, but you can handle it with grace. It's all good, and you can move through it and learn from it and not repeat. That's the key here, not repeating. I wish I had the farm still. He is a gorgeous colt. He's a gorgeous, and I'm surprised Sam hasn't said, "Hey, let's keep it and turn it into a stud." Da, 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 which is short for Lisa should work a stud. No, I'm surprised he hasn't done that. But he is a beautiful, beautiful baby. Good morning, Vicky Roop. How are you this morning? Okay. Can I get a whoop whoop? And if a share would be so much appreciated, whether to your feed, your group, whatever. Doesn't matter. Good morning, Milky. 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 Okay. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Oh, let's go with, good morning, Randy. Marisol. Marisol. Marisol, I'm going to ask a couple questions actually, and I try not. I'm just going to ask. Oh my goodness, that jumped. If I was to say that there's a gentleman on the other side that was really into watching the weather and predicting storms and weather tracking, would that make sense to you? Thank you, guys. Would that make sense to you, Marisol? Yes, your dad. Okay. So that's exact. I was getting like mediumship, and then they were showing me a gentleman and weather rolling through, and him pointing to the skies and going like, "Look it's going to happen. It's going to happen. There's a storm," and that's just a way for them to say to give validation that that's who they are, and it was like it helped him get through the day, or he felt like he was smart doing that. Like he knew what he was doing, and he felt like he could predict things that other couldn't. People like the weatherman was always wrong. Like the weatherman doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He's just getting paid to give the wrong thing, basically. And that's just validation from him being like, "Hey, yes, this is me." And the reason we do mediumship is for the message. It's not for the validation, right? It's not like, look what I can do. It's for the message, yes, and connected to me because I live somewhere else. Okay. Oh, I understand. Yeah, like he'd call you with the weather. We have the same weatherman. So what's his message? Let's see what his message is. Are you listening? It's first of all, are you listening to him from the other side? Because I feel like he has he actually talks to you a lot. He actually talks to you a lot. Like I'm trying to figure out how to put this. He talks to you in your internal dialogue a lot, and it's almost like you're having a conversation with him. And then you're like, oh, like that. Oh my God. Just know that's absolutely him. That's absolutely him. That's what he wants you to know. He just wants you to know that. He's like, you are so not alone. You're never alone. And all you have to do is think about him. And he's right there. Like, what can I help with? What can I help with? That's all he wants. He just wants you to know that. And he feels like it's important that you know it right now. That step by step, he's right there. You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope that's helpful. Sometimes it's really, not sometimes, all the time, I think it's really helpful to know that we're not alone, right? It's nice to hear that we have somebody that we love that's right there. And if they can come forward and go, hey, look it. This is how you tell her it's me. And we don't go, okay, because I could sit here for 20 minutes and go like, in this validation, and this validation. You already know what it is in your heart. So we're just going to move forward with the message, right? Right. So it's just really, he has such a big energy. He has such a big energy. So there we go. All right, everybody, I have to go release the critters. So I thank you for being here. Make sure you like and follow the page so you know when I'm on. I am trying to be on in the mornings, and I knew I might be on this evening. We'll see. Oh, I have to babysit maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I can't promise. I can't promise. Because grandkids, grandkids, they win. Hands down. All right. So everybody, have a great day. Find light, find love, find joy. Feel divine. And Alyssa, you're never alone. If you knew how many guys were around you at any given time, you'd feel claustrophobic. You have to ask them, though. You have to ask. People forget to ask to feel energies around them. So maybe I'll see you tomorrow morning, you guys. All right. I will talk to you later. Have a wonderful day. Find light, find love, find joy. Feel divine because you are. And if Mr. Fry were here, he'd say, may the light be with you always. And by the way, on Saturday at 5 o'clock, I believe, Mr. Fry will be on with Chris of Ghost Squad Scotland. So we will talk to you guys later. All right. Bye-bye.